Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome to Games and welcome to another episode of our Minecraft Let's Build a City series, sort of. I'm kind of confused now as to what's what. This is a whole nother series that we have just sort of recently started, which is more of an update series, which is supposed to run alongside of our other series, but then I messed up the Friday video. I had one more video, like how-to, that I wanted to put out on Wednesday, but of course I put this one out on Wednesday, so I put that up on Friday, and this is a terrible intro to this episode. However, everything's all messed up in terms of schedule. So we're back on this world now when we were probably supposed to be on the other world, but I wanted to build something on here, so I figured, you know what? We're just going to come on here. Anyway, without all the awful explaining, what we're going to be doing today is actually doing a how-to series on this new world. I've been doing a little bit of work here, working on a couple different projects. I got a little a little kind of buffet restaurant. That's the word I'm looking for. A little restaurant in here along the highway, as well as a little parking lot, which is way too small for the buildings around, but anyway. And then eventually another little store in here. This is supposed to be like a little main street. And then if we head up into the hills, I think all this stuff is the same, except for maybe up here. These may or may not be new. I think this one is for sure. It's kind of like a stone building. It looks kind of interesting. A couple other ones. This one over here might be new, although I think I showed you guys that with the big cylinder. And this one over here is new for sure. It's got what I attempted as an infinity pool. I might go ahead and change that later, but it's got a nice little deck that looks out over the ocean, as well as a gazebo, and then a nice sized house here. Again, a little entryway over here, which looks pretty cool as well. Anyway, that's all I've basically done, and what I want to do today is start working on a modern house, which I think will be really cool. So I'm trying to find the perfect spot to actually place the house, and I'm not quite sure where it will be yet, but I'm kind of thinking right here might just be the spot. So yeah, you know what? Let's hop right into actually building this thing. Where's my inventory? There it is. We will be using a little bit of world edit here and there, which I think will help speed this process up quite a bit, so I'm excited about it. What I want to use though is, I was going to use snow, but with white concrete now being so good looking, we're just going to go and stick with that. Actually, you know what? Well, I kind of want to use some quartz. That's okay. You know, I want to add some slabs and stuff, but we'll just add it in with the white concrete and hopefully it will be okay. First things first, I want to cover up this massive hole that we have going on here. I'm not sure what this is all about, but it's not very safe, so we're going to get rid of it. Also not sure what happened here, but let's just build that up too. And I'm not sure what's going on with the train here. There we go. That kind of fixes it, I guess, just like that. Okay, cool. So yeah, what we're gonna be doing. Oh, I still didn't fill this in. What we're gonna be doing is building, obviously, a modern house. It's gonna be kind of built into the side of the mansion. Hopefully, we're gonna see how it all works out. But what I want to do is actually have that as a base layer. This is going to be the entrance into the driveway, or the garage, I should say. It might be a decent sized garage that would probably go underground. I'm not sure if we're going to do an interior. In fact, I know we won't do an interior this episode. I might come on and do one later if you guys like this enough. Anyway, what we're going to be doing over here now are some big, huge kind of glass windows, which will go up like so. Just like this. They're 3 blocks wide. They're going to go like this. Cool. And actually, I want to change these. I want to make them 1 block taller, just like so. And that's going to help out with a little bit of the looks of this house. Okay, cool. So that's kind of the front of the house, which I think is a nice touch in the mountains here. Very kind of secluded. You can't really see into it too much, which is cool. What is going on here? Why are there all these holes in the ground? I'm not sure. We have to remove some of this grass here, flatten it on the inside, and then we should be able to go ahead and start finishing off the rest of this house. Anyway, so my first goal is going to be to actually build out a platform here that kind of juts out from the side of the mountain. And the whole goal there is just to add some more definition. And hopefully this will be kind of cool the way this comes out. So what I want to do is add some stairs that go out to kind of support it. And I'm going to have to adjust the size of this based on how wide I want the windows to go. But essentially what we're doing is we're going to be creating these 5 wide sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll go there. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll actually go right here. So we will not go out this far. We'll go out this far. That's going to get us our 4 blocks in height here, which allows us to have our first floor put right there. And then we're going to get into the second level, which is not going to start until after here. This is going to be kind of a big pool here on the edge. And what this is now going to do is jut out like this and create another level on top, which will be kind of cool, I hope. I'm going to try to add a little bit of detail here with the actual quartz slabs themselves. Doing something like this. I'm hoping this might look kind of cool. Yes, I actually quite like that. And it's going to be the same on the corner here, which is where we're going to have our pool. But I'm actually going to leave that for right now. And what this is actually going to be is just another balcony for the unit that's going to go, or not the unit, but the actual bedroom, which is going to go right above here. All right, so that's sort of built out like that now. And what we're going to do is actually go ahead and fill this all in. Cool. So now this will link into one more kind of balcony story that will go up. Now off of this top little layer here, I've gone out 4 blocks on these gray concrete blocks doing that. But what we're going to do on the inside here is actually add hopefully like a little sort of arch over thing. I don't know what you call these, but they have the holes in them. They're kind of just like a nice little feature. And I also want to go ahead and add some slabs going around it. All right, so now really quickly for the pool, because I feel like this is going to be a really cool feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be technically 5 on each side, which is perfect. Now we're going to go in on the inside here and kind of fill it in like so. This whole thing is going to kind of come out here with another little layer of detail. Bam, that's actually going to be the base layer there, which is basically just doing this nice little design. We're going to fill the pool in a second. But now what we want to do is actually pull out World Edit and start working on some stuff here. What is going on? Okay, World Edit doesn't seem to be working. I don't want to do anything crazy. Hold on. Okay, World Edit is possibly working, but this axe that I have is not. So why is that happening? Oh, there we go. It was just a bug, I think. Anyway, we fixed it up. So what we want to do is go all the way into here and put our first position there, / set, and then white concrete. I don't know what concrete is. I think it's 159. Nope, that's clay. Okay, let me look this up real quick. Okay, it's 251. There we go. So now we're good to actually go ahead and just start using this command really quickly. I actually went too far on the bottom here. No big deal. We'll just start filling it in. Obviously, if you're building this house, every kind of mountainside and whatnot is going to be different. It's going to change or vary depending on, you know, where your house is built. However, I hope to just give you guys kind of a general idea of what to kind of, I don't know, put together, give you some inspiration and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully that kind of helps out a little bit. What we'll do now is just finish filling in the rest of this patio. Okay, cool. So that's the patio done. What I want to do now is add a couple different staircase layers on the bottom. Just something like this, almost kind of protruding from the bottom, you know, showing how the building is being supported, which I think will help out with the looks quite a bit. Something like that. I think it definitely helps out a little bit. Cool, so it's time for the rest of the build now, which shouldn't be that difficult. All we're going to do is go back here with a 5-block wide section like so. Probably fill it in with some glass or something along those lines, but that will be that. We're going to go out by 3 blocks here, just like that. Then we're going to come in by another 5. Come back out by 3. This might be like a little office or study eventually once the building's all finished. We'll actually come in by another 3 there, just like so. Keep going in and out by 3s, just kind of weaving around these mountains. These are all going to be filled in with gray. And now that will be another 3-wide section. This will be a 5-wide section. We're going to come back in by 1, build a 3-wide section there, and that is the total kind of space that the house takes up. Now it's just a matter of adjusting a couple different heights here to get everything right. What we're going to be doing is something along these lines. Obviously, the master bedroom requires a little bit more space, so what I'm going to be doing is kind of building it out to here. Just working a little bit on the inside here. This is where the floor would go, so I just want to build it out here so we have all the right walls on the exterior. Bam, so this would be the interior when you walk in. Then it would open up a little bit in here. Just using some World Edit now to fill in the ceiling. That's kind of how it's going. Cool, so the rest of the space actually has to be brought up just a little bit to accommodate for the other floor. And there's the second floor pretty much finished except for the master bedroom. I do apologize for kind of going pretty quickly here and off camera a little bit, but that is because this is a little bit more of a complex style build, and hopefully it just turns out looking good. Again, my goal is not to necessarily teach you guys entirely on how to build this, because again, it will change for mountains, so it'd be kind of weird for me to give you guys a tutorial when you don't know, what the mountain size is and all that stuff. However, this is the basic sort of idea behind it, and hopefully you guys can take some ideas from that and implement it in your own sort of modern houses and whatnot. Cool, so I added a little window in here, and that's basically it. Now it's just time to go ahead again, hop into World Edit, and add a little bit more ceilings and whatnot. This is the second floor, though. It's looking pretty good. Cool, so I'm actually go ahead and add a bunch of these slabs going around the entire building now, which I think will be kind of the cool accent bit here. Pretty cool little design there overall. I'm thinking it's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm really hyped at how this is turning out. What we do want to add now, this all looks good. This is all cool in here, except it's a little bit strange with this wall in here. If we get rid of that, that'd be really cool. I don't think we're going to need it. In fact, this entire wall we don't need, so I'm not sure why it's even there, but there we go. Cool, so that really opens things up in here. I'm not going to do the inside, of course. However, I'm going to continue working on the outside here. We got to add in some glass at this point. So let me get a command set up for that, and what we're going to be doing is just filling it in. So for this, I'm just going to be using a replace command. 95-15 is the command for glass. Now, I don't want to actually enter this yet, so let me just put a little slash there, and it shouldn't go. Perfect. Okay, so if I go and click on this one and this one, should go ahead and work. Perfect. Now we'll only replace the air, so we are good to go. Let's go crazy with this and now fill in all the windows. Almost done. I'm at the back of the house now. I've done the top windows as glass, but the bottom one is just as gray concrete, just because I don't think they want to look out the glass and see just a hill, or just grass, I should say. But up here it's a little bit cooler. Also, I've added these little 2 high windows up here because this thing went into it and it just looks strange when they were not the right size. So anyway, actually let's go all the way down here. We're almost done though. This is actually a pretty quick build overall for what we've built. Let's see now. I think we're pretty much done with all the glass. I'm just gonna go along and add in some stained glass slabs, or not slabs, panes, and this will help kind of define the different balcony spaces. We're gonna add some water in the pool as well. And this should give us a pretty good look here at what's going on. I do want to block this off at the end here, box it in. That's cool. Actually, we might want to open this one right up, make it super modern. Actually, I don't like that. We are going to leave it boxed in, so we're just going to leave it like so. And I think that's pretty much it. Water in the pool, of course, which I just dropped. Let's pick that up and get it going. And then the second layer. And bam, just like that, we have a really nice little modern house going on up in the hills. I'm really liking it, actually. It's turned out really cool. It's definitely like a mansion for sure. Oh, we forgot to put a garage on. Let's do that real quick. But it's also like not too big. I feel like it's a really nice size. Definitely like a livable size, not something ridiculous. And I think we did a pretty good job here kind of designing it. This would obviously be some sort of door. You'd probably want a little bit of a walkway up into it. I'm not sure exactly what you'd do here, but something like that would probably work out just fine. And that's how you would enter the house itself. Now this house is going to need a full interior, obviously, but some great views overall from the top here. Check it out. You can really look out and see what's going on. Also, you know, we do have to fill this in as well. This will drive me kind of nuts. Although it's kind of cool at the same time. If we maybe put some sea lanterns in there, it might actually kind of look cool. What do we think from below? You can't even really tell, can you? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and just add in some sea lanterns. That's obviously the floor above, so we can't do that. But what we could do is simply just fill this entire thing up with sea lanterns. I'm just going to add in a gray accent line here without trying to destroy the entire build. And bam, that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're going to leave the house there. I'm really happy with how it turned out, though, and I think it fits into the hill there very nicely. Yeah, that is going to do it for today's video, though. If you guys did enjoy it, please don't forget to go below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all in the next video.